Hello, welcome to Beauty-Wise 333, and my name is Tina if this is your first time tuning in. First, I want to start off with thanking everyone who subscribes to my channel and who comments, and I have two main commenters which I want to thank, which is Amir Muhammad and Adi T. Thank you so much, love you. Tonight's message is on allowing ourselves to receive, to accept that. You see, I've been doing shadow work, and the last shadow work session was on feeling worthy. Tonight's shadow work is on accepting, to be able to receive help or accepting anything without guilt. You see, what happens is when you are a giver and you are a nurturer, what tends to happen is that you attract those people that see your light and needs to be fixed because something within them is broken. And it doesn't even always have to be that, but we're going to speak about that situation tonight. And I'm going to, of course, start off with a little story about myself. You see, when I tend to get into a relationship, I attract those people that are hurt and broken. And I've done that to myself because I love to feel needed. And I'm a giver and I'm a nurturer. Now, I don't just go around looking for needy people. What I mean is that once I get to know the person, I realize their pain because I'm an empath. I realize their pain, and I always want people to be happy. But this doesn't always work out for you in that sort of situation in relationships. So stick with me on this. So a relationship starts and you want to show this person your sincerity and your loyalty because that's how you are. So you just put yourself out there and you're constantly giving, nurturing, being that listening ear. And you want to show them that you're not in this to get anything from them except for somebody to have your back. Someone to be true to you, be truthful, be loyal, give the same energy in which you are giving. Doesn't cost a dime. That's just easy stuff. But what happens is you find yourself in the relationship and you're showing them just how great of a woman that you are. You probably cook, you clean, and you do these things second nature because that's who you are. And you're showing them how you can juggle balls at the same time. That didn't sound right, but juggling balls at the same time, and you can just do everything. And the right person would be like, sweetheart, let me help you with something. Let me give you this, or let me help you with that. The wrong person will say, oh, well, you got it. You're doing everything, so I don't have to do anything. And then when you get that type of person, which happened to be myself, I don't like to ask anybody for anything because I am that independent, and that was not by choice, but by birthright, because that's how I had to be growing up, doing everything for myself, depending on myself. So I never really relied on anyone. So I felt uncomfortable about asking someone for something. I always felt that if you're in a relationship and you're putting yourself out there and you're giving, I was expecting to show that person how to give and receive. But because I don't like to ask for anything. And that came from the first part of my shadow work of not feeling worthy. It went right into this topic right here. So I'm here to tell you, closed mouths don't get fed. In the right company, like I said, there will be an even exchange of energy, of give and take. In the wrong hands, there will just be one person giving, and the other person taking. And these are the kind of balances that are totally thrown off because the giver eventually will get drained. Will get drained down to nothing left. And the taker will just keep on building up and getting strong and absorbing all of that energy and anything that the giver is giving. And eventually, because that taker never came up to meet the giver, that relationship is not going to work. It will not work. You see, because even when the giver is so nice and kind and just want to keep giving, you see, your spirits and your ancestors and all of that see what's happening. And God sees what's going on. So what eventually happens is if that nice person finds it hard to end a relationship because it's a one-sided, matter, then the tower will strike and everybody will go flying. And foundations that are not built on a solid foundation will disperse. And that's the way that works. Now, I'm not going to blame the other person for not giving because I was at that energy when I found that relationship of, well, I'm the giver and I don't like to ask anyone for anything. So, law of attraction, that's who I attracted. And I didn't get that. I always thought that if you put yourself out there and that you're giving, the other person will automatically give to you as well. But this is where it stands. Whenever you get into a relationship, whether intimate, business, friendship, or anything else, there has got to be an even exchange of energy. Give and take. Because there's a balance that must be struck in every relationship, or it gets thrown off balance. And again, if somebody's too nice and does not want to end that relationship because there's no further that they can go, then the universe will take care of it. That's why there's a lot of breakups, okay? And those things happen. So we have to be mindful of what we are giving and not receiving back. And this also went right into here, my YouTube channel, because Spirit had a talk with me. You see, I never ask anyone for likes or subscribes or comments because that probably had to do with I didn't feel like, deserving of asking for that. That whatever I say, and if I'm giving you information and I'm giving of myself, then that's something that you should automatically do. But that's not how it works. You have to speak up. So I'm also going to ask you, if you like my content and you want to continue hearing this, to press like on there so that the algorithm can spread it out to other people that may need this message and going through the same thing. And subscribe to the channel. And I thank all the subscribers that's been subscribing. But we can use all the subscribes and the likes to keep this energy going on, an equal give and take. That's my pay. My pay is you appreciating what I am bringing to the table for you. And by you exchanging your energy and giving me a like or giving me a subscribe or sharing my content is giving you a blessing as well, because that's how you exchanged your energy to receive what I'm giving. So getting back to the relationships, now I can look back on these things and kind of laugh, because at an ending of a relationship, it seemed like my partner always had a great going away gift bag, because I was always adding to it, whether it be material, energy-wise especially, and that's how I felt so drained. And then the balance is so thrown off that I just can't take it anymore. And I'm not going to say that I never asked, because by the time I got to the end of my road, it was either I ask and see what this person is going to say and bring it to their attention what's happening, or just go down. So surprisingly enough, I'd ask for something and I would get the look like they wasn't used to me asking for everything. I was the giver. Understood. So that just basically told me this is definitely a karmic lesson for me to learn. And yes, I did learn it. So today, that cannot be happening. I understand that my energy is very high potent, very spiritually expensive, and I am very deserving of everything and anything that I want. And whatever I give in a relationship, because I'm at this point of deeply being in love with myself, that is the energy that I will attract going forward. So meanwhile, in the past, them leaving the relationship, they'd always leave with a nice big going away gift bag of everything collected over the source of time. And the only thing that I seem to have had was a tchotchke. And depending on the energy of how that relationship ended, they might have turned around and grabbed the tchotchke out of my hand. And I'd be left with totally nothing. But again, those are karmic lessons that we must learn if we don't understand that already. And this really only happens to those people who are givers and nurturers, the chosen ones. You see, God sends us on this earth and into these relationships to school these people, give those takers an opportunity to learn that everybody is not out for your money or anything like that. And when you get a good person that has your back and is not asking you for anything, you should have the attitude of wanting to give them everything. But in a wrong relationship, you ask for nothing, you get nothing. In the right relationship, you ask for nothing, you get everything. You see, these things should be known. That's the difference between an actual relationship, ordained, or a karmic relationship, to learn and get your lesson. So remember that even exchange of energy is important. If you're at a job that you feel that you're not getting what you deserve, you change that. You're in a relationship where you're just giving and giving and giving, and the other person is not contributing. You're not feeling that return of energy back. You've got to let it go, because what's going to happen is that you will just be drained, totally drained, and things will not end well. So, let me give you this light. This light is to give you strength and courage to say to yourself that you are deserving and worthy of the best things in your life. This will give you the light to shine on your particular situation. Which end are you on? Are you the giver or are you the taker? I'm speaking to you both. See, because the takers, you gotta slow down. You gotta look when you have good people in your life. Those people that come in to just nurture, to give, to respect, and not looking to just take from you. Become aware of that. If it's, I know it's where you're at in life, and maybe, life has brought you to that point to just grab. But there's a time that you have to take responsibility for your actions. You don't go into someone's life expecting to receive everything and give nothing. Because keep in mind, when you meet a person like that gives and nurtures and asks for nothing in return, you better believe that was God sent. And God is not going to let you play with his angels. No, he will not. He will take that angel right out of your possession. And I'll say possession because that's how you were treating it. And he will give that giver who they deserve. And you will have to repeat a whole nother karmic circle with someone else, because eventually somebody's going to catch up with you. Whether it be this lifetime or the next lifetime, you cannot throw off the balance of nature and expect to be a happy individual. So I'm giving you this light to shine on your actions and give you the strength to look at those people who give to you and nurture you and teach you how to respect. May this light, this fire, light a fire up under you to open up that awareness and dissolve all selfishness, all greed, all the submerging of that energy that you're taking from that person that God put in your life to help you, and give back or go. You don't want to build any more karma than you need to. There's sweet people in this lifetime that are looking to give good energy and ask for nothing in return. Know the good ones when you get them, respect them, hold them in high honor, because if you don't, they won't be with you that long. Okay? So of course, this message was given to me to give to you with the support of my spiritual team, of my ancestors, my guardian angels, my sweet spirits, and God told me to tell you, the giver and the taker, this message is for you both. I've learned my lesson. It's a beautiful lesson to learn. That's what we're here for. I won't have to repeat this. This is great. And I want you to get to that point too. Walk into what you deserve. Attract what you deserve, because you already worked it out from the inside. You did your shadow work. When you do your shadow work and you work on those things and you let those shortcomings, you come face to face with it and you work on it, and then you put some love and light on it and you send it back out into the universe, and you become aware of why these things were happening to you. It's a whole new world out there, and I'm looking forward to what's to come for me. Because like I said, the love starts with you, and it extends out, and within that same love energy ray, that love will reflect to you what you're feeling about yourself on the inside. So just remember, this message was given to you with light and love from BeautyWise 333. And I am just going to keep on loving on you until I see you again. Don't forget, I'm going to say this now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this. Because I know there's more people than us out there that's going through this and that went through this. Share. Because when you share and you give to someone else, that means it belongs to you. Because you can't give away what doesn't belong to you. So give it away. So until the next time, love always.